Hello, welcome friends to this session of webinar on different types of sample holders for holding the metallurgical test sample. Once again, I am Sandeep Sharma from Magnum Opus International, and we are going to tell you about different types of sample holders and how to hold the sample, starting from a thin wire sample, maybe 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, up to 60 mm size of the samples. We have solution for all those different types of samples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 types of holders. Okay, now it is how should we hold the different types of sample via these holders. So I just wanted to show you. See, as you can see, this is a sample of 17 mm. Now how should I hold this sample? So I'm just trying to show it to you. For the sample which are smaller than 20 centimeter, this internal round, so that has to be used to hold those samples. Okay, so it has to be holded in this. If you want to hold it magnetically, you can use this. You can even use these. This is basically a SS sample, so you won't find any magnetic. You have to use the non-magnetic type holder for this. So how should I hold this sample? I'm trying to show you. So in order to hold these samples, we have to use the side grips. See, you have to hold the sample in this particular section. This should be holded inside this. How that should be done, I'm trying to show you. For the smaller sample, we have to use this gap to hold the sample. Okay, from 0 to 10 to 15 mm samples can be holded here. Then 15 to 20 sample, you can hold it in this part. Okay, for the samples which are more than 20 mm dia, if they are square in shape, for example this is the hex sample, 30 mm. How should I hold it? So I am using it. This is how you can hold the small sample. Hex sample of 30 mm dia, right? This is how you can hold it. Now second is if the sample is square and it is 40 mm dia, the size is 40 by 40. So to hold this sample, again you can use this square. This is how you can hold the square samples via this. Okay. You can even hold this type of rectangle samples, uneven rectangle samples, again in this same square grip. So basically what I am trying to show you is this square type grip that is very useful in holding such uneven samples of any size. Hold this sample. Okay, now coming to the pipe. If I want to, how should I hold it? I can use this between the square grips. This is how you can hold the pipe. This is the way to hold and then polish the sample. Okay, so this is a very useful sample holder, basically to hold any type of round as well as square samples, rectangle samples, and even tubes. Now we come to the round type samples, which are non-magnetic. See, for any sample, let's say this 25 mm sample, so you can hold this sample either directly in the magnetic holder magnetic type holder, directly use it and this. Okay, these type of samples. This is the ideal sample, 40 mm diameter. So you can directly either you can use the magnetic type holder, or if it is non-magnetic you can grip this is the way to hold the round sample. Hold it while polishing this way. So basically by using these range and different types of holder, you can hold sample ranging from 5 mm up to 60 mm. So this is the probably widest range of samples that could be holded via these sample holders. As you can see, this sample I am trying to show you, different sample sizes. Now one important thing, if I want to test a thin wire, how should I hold that sample? I am taking this, you can see this is a thin wire. Okay, if I want to polish this, how should I go for it? So for holding such samples, what we do is, one way is you can use the magnetic type holder and then polish. If you don't want to use magnetic holder, in that case what should you do? So in that case what I should do is, I need to open the grips. I am going to show you the holder for wire samples. This is for the first time we are demonstrating it. So just have patience. I am trying to open it for you. See, you must have seen different types of sample holders, but this is the widest range of samples, and the magnetic holders, non-magnetic type holder, these which has been manufactured by Magnum. So in this, here you have to hold the wire. How? I'll show you. See, this is a thin wire, and this is how I can hold it. And you can polish it holding the wire. Okay, so this is a multidisciplinary sample holder. Now there are different grips. If I use the same for holding up to 5 mm, I can use this grip for holding the 5 mm or smaller samples. Then we have the bigger grip. So this is sufficient to hold, this grip set is sufficient to hold from 5 to 10 mm. Then we have the bigger one. So this can hold from let's say around 40 mm of sample. If it is bigger than 40, let's say example this big size sample, that can be holded again in the square and the round type sample. So friends, in this session we have only this much. We just wanted to show you the different types of samples, how to hold those samples, how to hold a wire sample while polishing. Thank you very much.